Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2022 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of May, and this reading is for the water sign of Pisces. Welcome everyone. As always, I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for being here, for taking the time to watch these videos, and for all of your likes, shares, subscribing, support, feedback. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, always a note of gratitude. So Pisces, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of May 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Pisces. It's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Piscean. It's a general reading, so it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them for any additional insight and perspective they may provide. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description link, the little arrow. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all main areas of life, and I'm pretty timely about scheduling too, so send me an email if you're interested. All right, Pisces, let's see what the last half of May 2022 looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot Royale. We begin by feeling like you can't move. The Eight of Swords. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So the suit of swords is about how we see things, belief systems, ideologies, perspectives, because that affects how we relate and communicate to everything outside of ourselves. So the Eight of Swords represents somebody who feels like they can't move or can't make a change or can't act because they're held back by something. Now, what that something is might be positive or it might be negative. It might be that the swords represent excuses you give yourselves. I can't leave this terrible job because I can't get anything else. Well, you could. It might not be easy, but you could. You could get extra training or something like that. Leaving toxic relationships, anything, right? That's what I mean by challenging excuses. But it might be that you feel you can't act because of, maybe moral or ethical obligations as well. With the Eight of Swords, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, a card about being at a crossroads and needing to take a path. Choose a path. Wands is governed by the element of fire, so it's probably a pretty action-oriented decision. But you feel you can't move or can't choose or can't take action for some reason. But next we have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of action. It's a card of pretty powerful action or conversations. It's about something moving forward in a pretty assertive way. It can also represent traveling. With the Eight of Wands, we have the Three of Cups, celebration, party, social energy, kindred spirits, hanging out with people and having a good time, people you really connect with, or positive social connections in your community. It is a card of celebration in a social way with other people. The Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups could represent a vacation or traveling for a party or a reunion of some kind. There's a celebration of the movement, of the action, whether it's yours or somebody else. We'll see. Next, we have the Magician, the entrepreneur, the manifester of the tarot. The Magician started off as an apprentice, and she has worked long and hard to get to a place where they now have control over all the elements, earth, air, fire, water. And so what does that mean? So having control of the elements means that you have control over what the elements represent. Water represents emotion, which is the suit of cups. Air represents intellect, which is the suit of swords. Fire represents our passion, our wants, our desires, our assertion or aggression, our creativity and inspiration, and that's the suit of wands. And Pentacles is governed by the element of earth, which governs the more practical areas of life: money, finance, property, real estate, assets, all of that kind of stuff. So the magician has worked long and hard to get to a place where he has the experience and the responsibility of knowing how to manage each area of life in order to take his ideas and his dreams and manifest them through visualization, through hard work, through experience to make something actually happen. So it's kind of like you start off feeling a bit stuck or feeling like you can't do something yet, and then boom, something happens and you're able to begin manifesting what it is you want. With the magician, we have the Five of Coins, which is a card of insufficiency and lack, perhaps financial or material insufficiency and lack. And you may be manifesting getting to a better financial or material place. On an emotional level, the Five of Coins can represent feeling shut out, abandoned, rejected, not good enough, or not seen. Feeling like you have to beg for what you need or what you want. Looks like you're going to be actively working your way out of that, whatever that Five of Coins means, but we'll clarify. Now, from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of May is the Hanging Man. Very, I feel like, the Eight of Swords can represent feeling stuck or trying to tell yourself you can't act because of whatever reasons. But with the Hanging Man as the overall energy, I think it's more that you're waiting for the right time for something, because the Hanging Man represents not taking any action. You may want to, but you're not. Why? Because you're hanging upside down, which is a different position. You're gaining some knowledge, some information, perhaps, but you're watching something playing out. So even if you want to act, you're making the decision not to do so because you're still learning and you're still watching something playing out. But it doesn't look like that lasts very long. So let's clarify the Hanging Man as overall energy. The Two of Wands again, so a path, being at a crossroads to decide to take one path or the other. And death, final endings, final endings, and transformation, because birth follows death, beginnings follow endings. So you're waiting, perhaps you're waiting, maybe you're watching something ending. You're waiting for something to end and you're kind of watching something going on. It's like you're witnessing the end of something, and there's something you want to manifest about the thing. I say the thing because it's a general reading. This might be relationship. It might be work, career, project of some kind, travel of some kind, maybe waiting to get the funds to go somewhere or celebrate or travel. You're waiting, but you're waiting for something to end before you act. A final ending. Let's clarify that Eight of Swords, that card about feeling like you just can't, or you're stuck, or you're trapped, or held hostage, or something. Let's see what that is. The Ten of Swords, surrendering to a painful ending or a painful ending. The Hanging Man again, waiting, watching for something to end. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. The Sun, light, love, warmth, laughter, pressure being uplifted, restrictions being lessened or negated. The World, also a card of major endings, final completion. It's the last major arcana card in the tarot. It represents a certain aspect of life or chapter or set of chapters has come to an end, and you're now at the top of a brand new mountain looking over at a new landscape with different opportunities. This is a card of leveling up. The Two of Pentacles. You're waiting for something to end. It's quite clear you're waiting for something to come to an end, whether that's coming to an end in your own life or maybe somebody else's, because I get a sense of watching or watchfulness, like you're watching for something to end so that you can manifest something. after the ending. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands, fast movement, travel, movement forward. The Tower, another card of typically major endings, unexpected events, big breakdowns, things that come crumbling down and moving on to rebuild something else because it's fundamentally flawed. The Emperor, a father figure, an older male, an Aries. But we're celebrating this because we have the Three of Cups with it. Let's clarify. This is very interesting. It's like you're celebrating. I don't think it's celebrating the death of someone as much as the ending of someone, something, a relationship. You're waiting for someone to leave. This might be in love romance, like you're waiting for a relationship to end, for it to end for good, or to know that it's done so that you can perhaps have a chance at moving into that space afterwards. It might be a work and career as well, because I can't really see what this, if it's work and career, it's like you're waiting for somebody to leave, to retire, to step down so that you can step up. Because you're waiting to step up, you're waiting to step in, you're waiting to level up here. Clarify the Three of Cups. Maybe you're waiting for a supervisor to leave, a boss to leave, if this is work and career. If it's in the love, romance, emotional relationship arena, it could be that you're watching the end of a relationship and you're waiting for that to happen. The interesting thing is that there's celebration in it for you, which means, and the Magician, so you're hoping to manifest something in the end of this, but you're waiting for the right time. Clarify this celebratory Three of Cups. The Devil in reverse. Breaking negative toxic cycles, chains, addictions, obsessions, negative relationships. The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away, turning your back on something. The Six of Swords, healing. I think some of you Pisces are waiting for, and I think there's a set of Pisces that have been dealing with this relationship thing. It's like somebody that you've known for a long time, but you're friends with, but you're not in a romantic relationship with them, but you would like to be, but they were involved or have been involved with someone else, and you're kind of watching that come to its end, perhaps waiting for that maybe what you see as a negative partnership, waiting for that to end, or watching the final endings and the healing process of the other person for the right time for you to step in. I mean, it's a bit opportunistic, but they say all's fair in love and war, right? Not taking someone away from somebody else, but waiting for the right time to kind of step in, and that may be what's holding you back too, is a sense of morals and ethics. You want to do it in the right way. Fair enough, and good for you, for those of you for whom that resonates. It may not be a relationship reading for some of you, but you can take this same fundamental energy and put it into work and career. You may be waiting for somebody to step down, step away, leave, retire, quit, something like that, and for your chance to come in and kind of level up and be seen, be recognized, be appreciated, make yourself known, make your intentions known. So maybe that's what this Magician is about. Let's see. Jumpers there. Strength and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, what are you trying to manifest? You're looking at multiple different options with the Seven of Cups, looking at the best and brightest of what the possibilities and potentials might be, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and doing that. I think there's a little bit of advice here in this for you as well, Pisces, because the Magician is an entrepreneur. He knows how to manifest what he wants into reality. It's not enough just to... The Seven of Cups alone is not enough, because this is a dreamy, illusionary card. It's kind of daydreaming, fantasizing, building castles in the skies, looking at the possibilities and potentials, but it's still very kind of up in here, dreamy kind of card. It's not enough. You also have to face your fears, doubts, your insecurities, and move forward assertively and aggressively into that. It takes a lot of strength and courage to do that, but it's also what you gain more of. You need to be brave to manifest here what you want, to step forward. Let's clarify that Five of Coins. And I think it's to act in a way that may be a bit out of your comfort zone, to be more aggressive or more assertive, which may, again, be a little bit out of your comfort zone in order to make yourself seen by this person, by the people that matter at work, depending on what situation this is for you. Because the Five of Coins represents not having enough, which for work and career, it might be coming from a place of feeling like you're not paid enough to getting to a place where you're paid enough, which means that you have to step up. You have to make your wants and your needs known, and you have to make yourself be seen and recognized in order to get out of this place, whether it's financially, materially, or emotionally and physically, like in a relationship. And in order to do that, it looks like you may have to step out of your dreamy comfort zone and actually be a bit more assertive in doing that. Let's clarify that Five of Coins. The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that is likely you. The Eight of Swords again, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Wands is victory, triumph, success after a challenge, after a battle. It's also a card of recognition, of being publicly recognized, of being seen, and recognized for your victory. That means you have to separate yourself from the masses in some way and stop telling yourself that you can't, that you're waiting for the right time, or that whatever. There is something to waiting for the right time, but if that's something you tell yourself a lot, you'll probably miss out on manifesting, because here I feel like Spirit is saying, okay, if you're watching something end and you don't feel like you can morally, ethically step in yet, once it does end, you should probably be much more assertive in putting yourself forward. Stepping up and going, I want this job, I want this person, whatever it is. And it looks like you're going to have to challenge yourself to do that, kind of get out of your comfort zone. So let's end with any guidance, advice, feedback from Spirit for Pisces. The Eight of Wands again. This is move forward assertively, powerfully, knowing what you want, going after it, moving forward. The Empress, somebody you're interested in perhaps. Beautiful, sensual, feminine. You can reverse the genders on this, of course. This is giving birth to new things, abundance. The Ace of Wands, the first spark, the spark of new beginnings. This is moving forward quite powerfully towards this person, place, or situation, to get in there and plant that first seed, to start manifesting something. And then we have the Ten of Cups, happy home, love, children, marriage, perhaps. Maybe relationship for some of you. You may be waiting for someone that you see as the Empress, especially because you're waiting for, I don't know, it's like you're waiting for someone to leave. It feels like you're waiting for someone to leave or to step down for that final ending. But it looks like it's going to happen maybe pretty quickly. And when it does, Spirit, for whatever reasons, is encouraging you to not dilly-dally too long, to kind of put yourself forward, to be seen in order to be on the path to manifesting what you want. Interesting reading. Okay, Pisces, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of May. I hope you found them useful, gave you some food for thought, validated perhaps what you were already thinking about or going through. Again, if any of this resonates enough that you'd like to perhaps take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. Can you believe it's almost mid-year? Stay safe and well until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.